Hey everybody, it's Maddie from Madziasims. I'm here with my third video. I have done this voiceover 3 times now, and I'm getting to the point where I just feel like my words are just rambling and nothing is sounding right. So bear with me as I try to say words correctly. But anyways, today I'm going to be showing you guys a coffee shop that I made. This is going to be part 1. It's going to be mostly the exterior. I do some layout right here, just because I basically took this old house shell that I had, this 3-story shell, and turned it into the coffee house. So I had to do some configuration of the layouts. Now, the first 2 layers are going to be the actual coffee shop, and then the last final third level is the apartment for the owner of the coffee shop. So that's kind of cool. Stay tuned for the interior, but this is a little bit of a sneak peek up on the layout. But yeah, I add a balcony and just give it some more greenery, as you'll see in a little bit. But yeah, here's kind of just like the start of me planning out the build, trying to wrap my head around how to convert this house into a coffee shop the best I could. And I did want those little like alcoves up front in between the doorway because I felt like they'd be perfect little areas for chairs to kind of cozy up in the corner. That's my favorite, thing ever, is a cozy corner. So you will not have a build without a cozy corner. It's very rare in my builds. And this one has 2 up front and center. So very exciting stuff going on here. I'm so excited for this one. This is one of my favorite builds I've ever done. I said that last time. But honestly, ever since I've been creating stuff for YouTube, I've just really been pushing myself to try new things, bigger builds. This is one of the biggest ones I've made, but just different ideas. I haven't done like a non-residential, I don't think. So sorry about all the noises in the back. My cats are going crazy today. That's one reason I had to stop filming. My last one was their loud noises. So anyways, I decided I need more space. The lot that I was on had like no space. Not sure why I thought that was a good idea to put it there. Anyways, went for a huge lot instead and had some trouble saving it. Got it to work. So I'll be placing the lot or the house on this giant lot, which so much more room, so much more to work with. So I add that in here and position it where I want it to be. I wasn't exactly sure what way I wanted it facing, but I ended up facing the like balcony on the back out to the water because I felt like if the person was living there, they'd want a good view of the water. So I left them with an amazing view. So just kind of adding some windows here, figuring out what style of window I want. I decided to go with a rounded top black window as the main front ones, but I add some like rectangle ones around the house as well. It's not all the rounded windows, but that's like the main focus for the front of the house. Those little, what are they called? Awnings, I guess. Yeah. Little awnings on the balcony just for some shade during the day. You'll still get a lot of light out there because they're not like full awnings, but anyways, here I'm starting the side patio area for the coffee shop. So my inspiration for this was there was this old coffee shop that I went to in the last town that I lived in, and it had a room in the back where people would, there was like a small stage in the corner and people would come for like open mic night. There'd be like little tiny bands from the town that play there. Just kind of a really good community, I don't know, just a community music, sharing event. So you could sign up for it, share your music, your songs. I think they even had like poetry readings, some really cool stuff. So that was my inspiration for this. And I wanted to kind of like blow that idea up. So I decided to put it outside the stage, and I do end up covering it. So it is a covered like pavilion area, almost like a patio, or it honestly looks like a greenhouse because the top is transparent. So you can see the stars at night, the sun, you get that during the day. So really cool ideas I had for that, and I really love how it turned out. So you'll have to tell me what you think. But here I am doing some finishing touches on the trees. I end up liking how the tree configuration is. I feel like around this pond, especially that big tree on the left next to the pond is my favorite. And some of those big pine trees just add a lot of, they just fill in the lot because it's so big. I knew I needed a good amount of trees for the back of the lot just because I wanted there to be a view of the water, but I kind of left that for the top, like the back parts of the coffee shop, the windows looking out to that. You'll see in a little bit when we get into interiors kind of what that looks like. But for now, I'm going to be talking about this patio. So I keep the stage in that corner for sure, but I do change the layout up, or I mean like I don't really change much of it from here, but I do start to go into an idea that I thought I had, and then I kind of changed a little bit. So you'll kind of see me go back and forth on some layouts for the patio, but the one I ended up choosing has a bar, and it just has a lot of tables and places for people to sit and relax and chill. After a long week on like a Friday night, just chilling with your friends at the coffee shop, listening to some music, all that just sounds so good. So I felt like this was like my dream coffee shop for sure. But yeah, so I found that coffee shop sign, the light up one on a CC, and I'm obsessed with it. Love how it looks. I feel like it just adds a lot to the front. It's very simple, but it's just, so pretty. But yeah, I'm just kind of figuring out what I want to do with the grasses over there. I want it to look natural, but not too overgrown. Not like someone hasn't taken care of it, but just kind of more natural, I guess. There's my cat. Her bell is so loud, so don't mind that. I don't even know if you guys can hear it. I hope not. She's attacking her toy right now. Oh my goodness. Lulu. She's so silly. I'll have to insert a picture of her. Or actually just go to my Instagram, because I post them all the time on my Instagram story. So my Instagram is Madziasims. If you'd like to follow me, go check me out. I also have pictures of the screenshots of some of the builds I've done, and just more updates on when I'm posting my videos, just some interactive stuff. So yeah, definitely go follow me there. So here I'm just kind of testing out some ideas. Before I had the roof idea, I thought I would need umbrellas for all the tables, just because it would be sunny out there. So, which, I mean, I guess with the roof that I've made, it'll still be sunny, but it's okay. It's all right. So yeah, I kind of just try a lot of different options here for these chairs. But where I end up putting them, I think works really well. So this is not where I end up putting them, by the way. Just an FYI. Again, I change my mind a lot, so you just gotta bear with me to see the final product, I guess. That's the thing, is it's a journey. Building one of these, I always jump around personally. I never really stick with my first idea. I always have 5 more until I get to the one I want. So it takes me a while to kind of figure out the spacing of stuff, which I'm sure everyone else deals with that. But especially if I'm not really going off inspiration. This one, I had an idea. I just didn't have a picture to go off of or any inspiration necessarily, except from the coffee shop from my old town. But so I kind of just went from my own ideas on this one. I had some inspiration maybe for the first floor, the counter area. I did see some pictures on Pinterest of that, how it was configured for the interior, but overall it was very just from my brain in the moment. So that's why it sometimes takes me a while to figure out everything. But here I added the roof, which you'll see in a second that I changed that, but the top of it, I guess, to be transparent. But I did add those little bamboo, or whatever they're called, the little slatted wall in the back for just some privacy, some shading around that back area, just because I didn't want it to be completely open to the back. I still wanted the patio to be kind of enclosed, but not really. So it still is very open. But But yeah, I just wanted it to be more defined, I guess. That's the best word. So I thought I wanted the brick wall all the way down, but I felt like if I just had the brick wall on that stage area, it would make more sense just so that it could be more defined as like that's the stage area. So I do end up changing that siding on the wall back to what it was. And yeah, so I lifted the foundation up, which I've never done. I don't know why, but I love how it turned out. I like that it's a little bit raised, but I leveled it to where the bushes were so that you could kind of like see all the bushes. Like it kind of just met where they were at. So I just add some bushes in there. Didn't need a railing because I felt like the bushes were already kind of a natural barrier between the stairs and the house, or the coffee shop house thingy. I don't even know. But yeah, so here I'm going to get into kind of my actual idea for how it comes together. So this is where it really takes off. Definitely need a piano in that corner. I felt like just having a music area so that they were already there and like you could just have your sim hire the pianist and they would just show up and you can just have a party with all your friends on the patio. Thought I wanted a bar in that corner, actually move it. But I like where it's headed. Oh yeah, this brick, like half brick wall, monumental. Love that thing. I use it 3 times in this build, so can you tell I'm obsessed with it? But yeah, I add a window because there is a really good view of the water back there, and I did want you to kind of see it. I guess I didn't want it to be completely blocked. So now the trees do kind of block it, sadly, but I feel like it's more cozy as a little cove than it is like totally open to the water. But I don't know. I may go back and change it. We'll see. I haven't changed it yet, but we'll see if when I'm finishing the interior, how I feel about it and everything. So yeah, here I'm just kind of finishing up the plants on the other side since I went around the front and now I'm going back to the patio. I'm just all over the place today, guys. Oh my goodness. But yeah, this kind of like love seat couch thing like that you can put together is really cool because you can make it customizable to the length you want. But yeah, so I just wanted this to be a little bit of a casual seating area as opposed to just some tables in that corner. So this is just more of like a lounge area. And it's right next to the stage, so I felt like it was a good spot for it. Adding some clutter to the tables. Got some new coffee shop clutter, CCs. So those add a lot of cool touches to this one. Just having it be a coffee shop, it needs to be kind of like specified to a coffee shop. And a lot of, the actual base game stuff isn't really, coffee shop related just because there isn't a coffee shop in The Sims. So I kind of had to go out and find some stuff for this build. But it was really fun to kind of do some digging, find the right stuff that I wanted, download it, get it all together. So that was really fun. And I hope you guys like the stuff that I picked out and how it turns out. Again, the coffee shop sign, I really love how that looks on the front. But yeah, I knew I needed some plants in that corner. I tried this one for a while. Did not feel like the color combos matched the other plants. So like that little like pink plant up top just drew your eye on a lot, and I didn't like how that looked, so I ended up taking it out. But I do want to use that planter in another build because I've never used it before and I really, really like it. So let me know if you have an idea of where I could use that planter. Maybe I'll do another tiny house and like put it on like the exterior of that. I feel like that would be good. So just add a mic and a stool so that they can, if they have like a comedian up there or a singer that needs, to sit down or even a guitarist, because I do add some guitars later on. But yeah, that's the planter I end up keeping. I really like how it looks, just coming out of that wall like it was meant there, honestly. So obviously had to add some plants in the corner because I love me a plant corner. So needed that. I have so many plant corners in all my builds. It's crazy. Who else loves plant corners? Like, I love them. I have one in my house. I already said that in another video, but all right. So I finished the plants around the edge of the shop, and now I'm moving on. Okay, I did not film this part. I apologize, but I basically just added the window in that menu. So this window is going to be a walk-up coffee bar. So instead of going inside, I mean, you can go inside and order a drink, but for the convenience of it, I thought if people were outside with their friends, you know, chilling, it'd be a lot easier to just have a walk-up coffee window outside. And it just turned out really cute. That window, stunning. Love that window. And I felt like the counter coming out from the wall, just having it floating was super sick. As well as I added this little countertop area next to it, just for some like condiments and stuffs. I felt like it needed they needed a place where like you got your coffee and then you can add some creamers, some sugars, some, you know, you need a paper towel, you can grab one of those. So just some extra clutter on this area, but very functional and useful for, you know, the type of build that it is. Oh, and I love that little candle too. I love candles. Okay, so here I'm starting on placing some of the tables. I thought I might want like a staggered seating area, like benches lined up, but I felt like doing these picnic tables would just give more room, because you can fit either like one person on that side of the table to like, I don't know how many you can fit in The Sims on the picnic tables, but in theory, there's more space with these picnic tables for everyone to sit. And I felt like everyone could get a good view of the stage. It's not like a huge patio, so you're close enough. You'll definitely hear everything, but just to make visibility a little bit better. So I have this little trash can thingy that I found. It's like you can put your like cups and stuff and your recycling and your trash. So that was really cool. It was from one of the coffee shop CCs that I got. Added a little bit of a rug, just a little bit of a rug, a little rug under the coffee bar area. I just thought, well, it just gives more definition to like, this is where you stand when you're ordering kind of thing. And oh yeah, that little tip jar next to the plant is so cute too, for the coffee like house tips or whatever. So here I continue on with some pictures and just some clutter and stuff, but it took me a while to figure out what pictures I wanted on the exterior, just because I didn't want like a lot, I guess, but I don't know. It kind of, oh, okay, here we go. That's what I needed. I needed more like signage that would be in a coffee shop. So not even just pictures, but like that little extra like specials menu, you know, maybe that's like the hours for the coffee shop. And then I end up adding a little like cork board over the trash can, which you'll see in a second. But that is just kind of for like the events, you know, what music is going to be played at different times. So felt like it needed to be more I guess like realistic for what the coffee shop would have. And I really love the plants being the same on each table. And I added some what did I add? I add salt and pepper. That's what I add. So I added salt and pepper to each of these tables, just so you know, they had it if they had some food from inside. But yeah, so that's basically what the outside patio looks like. I do add a bar at the end, but I think that's going to be in the interiors video. So I do not have a like updated screen, or actually I think I will have the screenshot in the end of this video to show you guys where I put the bar, because I think that's coming up soon. But I did change that just to let you guys know. So yeah, I just added I needed some lighting. So I went in and, I added that rug as well. I love that rug. But added some lighting. I changed it a million times like normal. But let's kind of see what happens. Oh yeah, and I did add the other version of the coffee shop sign outside on the other side, just so people knew like it was also a area where they could order their coffee. And just, I think I take it away though. I'm pretty sure I do now. Now that I said that, I think I take it away. I kind of like it though, so I may go back and re-add it in the next video. But we shall see. So just checking some lighting, seeing what looks the best, adding that stool. But yeah, I really, really, really love this patio. I mean, I just want to go here ASAP, you know? Who wants to come with me to the coffee shop? I'm going. Let's go. I mean, I don't think there's any place on earth I'd rather be than a coffee shop. I love coffee. I love like the background music and ambiance of coffee shops. I love just people having conversations, meeting with friends. I just really love the community aspect. So I think it's basically done. Yeah, so this is my exterior coffee shop, part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. It should be up in a few days. It is pretty much filmed, almost done with filming. Just so as you can see, I changed a few things, like the plants in the corner, and honestly, now looking back, I wish I would have kept that plant in the corner. So there are some things that I might edit to this build. So definitely stay tuned for part 2. There's the bar that I added, as you can see. To make this a lounge, I had to add the bar, so that's why I added it in there. But I also felt like it fit. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you in the next video. Subscribe and like this video, and I'll see you soon. See ya.